I am shocked. Watkins is no way the best replacement for Gabriel Jesus, and it's not necessary to get a forward. What about getting a midfielder? I understand most of us are confused following the latest injury news. Today I'm showing the FPL champion and the runner-up teams for game week 1. Zuri team nearly won FPL last season. He captained Harry Kane and rewarded him with 32 points, but in the final minutes, Ali FPL Gunz could win due to a 5 points advantage. So welcome back for another video. This was the first draft of Amr, the runner-up. He's gambling on the bargain in Sisu for only 5.5 million. He believed perhaps he might get enough minutes to share in attacking returns as a cover from Brighton. His budget defender was Gusto for 4.0 million as a backup for Reece James when he was injured, but now he's back. Pedro Porro, he believes he would be an explosive asset in the new Tottenham system, always advanced as if a midfielder, mini shots, which explains his decent goal threat, and Gabriel Jesus, the nailed Arsenal striker for their great run of fixture, but his injury changed everything. Following some observations and injuries during the preseason, he decided to make some aggressive decisions. In general, he favors 4.5 goalkeepers. He prefers not to spend more than 8.5 million in goalkeepers. This season he will avoid any goalkeepers rotations because he suffered of it last season. He had 4.5 million goalkeepers on his watch list. Flicking from Brentford as a new signing, but he was poor in last games and Brentford looked leaky during the preseason, but his fixture is so attractive, so he'll wait and see. John Stone will be his second option. He's not sure if he's still nailed or not. And the last option which he prefers and might start with him is Pickford from Everton. He believes and trusts Daesh defensive system. He's saying that he will be improved this season and Pickford can make many saves, so he's expecting some holes for the start of the season. Estupinian is non-negotiable and logged in his team. Second defender will be Luke Shaw from Man United, a 5.5 million placeholder. He might keep him and start with him or go for a Man City defender, Stones or James if fit. Third defender will be an Arsenal defender, Gabriel, the most owned defender from Arsenal. In midfield, he owns Saka, the essential, and most of us own him. Rashford and Bruno Fernandes is double up from Man United midfielders. He believes Bruno Fernandes is ahead of Rashford as he is the top for chances created last season. And now they signed a new striker, which means new striker that can convert chances into goals. If he played as a number 10, it perhaps means higher assist potential in addition to his penalties and set pieces duties. The fourth midfielder will be Foden from Man City. He loves Man City fixture and their attacking stats. Foden, after Mahrez left the team, should be nailed and should get minutes for the start. The fifth midfielder, which is a surprise for most of his differential, will be Diogo Jota from Liverpool.
It's beautifully finished by Diogo Jota, but it certainly feels nice and they could wrap it up in style here, which they do. McAllister to Jota, who scored 2 in a minute, and now Liverpool have 4.
Most of us love Diogo Jota and I owned him for some great moments last season. I captained him in blank game week 32 in my free hit and he got a brace. Very explosive player, but his expected minutes will be an issue. But I believe even if he benched, he can score off the bench and get some attacking returns in his 30 minutes. I asked him about the 6.5 million midfielders, Eze, Mitoma Mbeumo and Diaby. He likes Eze as a nailed and now on penalties. He loves Mitoma for his good attacking team and good fixture, but he's not a fan of Mbeumo at all and believes that Brentford attack is so poor. Most of their goals were from set pieces, but he still can get some assists from set pieces duties. And Diaby when he adapt to the Premier League will be a great striker playing out of position. Regarding forwards, Haaland and his first forward. Second forward may be the Jesus replacement.
Oh, Jackson's in behind here, and Jackson! Well, he took that so well.
Jackson from Chelsea has a great pre-season and looked very fit and sharp. I think he's a great punt, but maybe a 2 game weeks early, but still, even against Liverpool, the leaky defense of Liverpool, he can score and get some attacking returns. Regarding his bench, he has Areola on bench and Henry and Bulldog as your starting defenders. Henry was a great fixture and Bulldog as a bench enabler and has some good fixture as well. And now let's switch and start to check the FPL champion draft. Gunz starts with Ramsdale on goal, which is not optimal to be honest. I prefer Gabriel for some attacking threat, and guarding defender is to be non-negotiable, but interesting that both of them on look show despite the tricky opening 5 fixture, and ignoring Onana. Stones, his cover from Man City defenders is a little bit nailed and can get some attacking returns. Both of them on Stobinian, Luxu, and a defensive back from Arsenal. In midfield, he owns Saka and Rashford as well, but he don't own Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, both of them owns Rashford, Saka, and Foden. Mitoma will be the fourth midfielder in Gunz team. He's a very explosive player, very lively, with a great fixture, so it's easy pick. The fifth midfielder is another surprise, which is Trossard, and mostly this is a replacement for Gabriel Jesus. He believes that Trossard will get decent minutes and perhaps he might play as a number 9, which give him a great advantage playing out of position and great fixture. Regarding his forwards, Haaland, he's a forward and he's captain for Gameweek 1 alongside Darwin, his differential and his punt from Liverpool. It looks like both of them getting a Liverpool attacker, Gunz with Darwin and Azzurri with Diogo Jota. Both of them are great picks, but their expected minutes will be issue. Hope we can find a solution and to get some information from Jurgen Klopp ahead of the deadline, ahead of game week 1. Ali bench so solid. He owns Ben Chilwell and Matty Cash. So good, and I noticed since the last season he believes and loves to have a strong bench and some expensive players to help him in any surprises and any possible rotations. Please tell me in comments who do you think has a better draft. Hope you have watched my last video. Thanks guys for watching. Kindly leave a like and subscribe, find it helpful, and your comments are welcome.